What's going down, guys? Coming at you with a new video. I want to talk about something near and dear to me, at least. This is something that a lot of people just do not address. There's so many Uber, whatever you want to call them, gurus, or look at my money, I just got a new Bentley type professionals, if you want to call them that, in network marketing, where they effectively know how to recruit 10,000 people. And it may have taken them a long time, but you know, they're able to do it. They're at the top of their network marketing company. Okay, they're making a decent amount of money within their payment structure, and they was able to recruit a whole lot of people. But there's a bunch of problems, intrinsic problems, built into network marketing that no one really addresses. Okay, all of these gurus continuously join companies that have these pitfalls or these limitations built into their system. Example, the average network marketing company pays to level 7. The highest most companies pay is to level 12. Well, if you know anything about compound interest, you earn more money at volume than you do with one person. So if you're able to recruit 1, 2, 3 people, you know, you're not really making any money. But once you recruit the volume of 1,000 people, 5,000 people, your serious earnings come from the bottom, beyond level 7, where a lot of people cut off. A major thing built into networking is cutoffs, meaning every month, in order for you to qualify for your commissions, you need to purchase a uber amount of product, and that product has to be auto charged to your credit card so that you are quote unquote active. The other issue is that certification happens every 30 days. So guess what? You don't get your check this month because you didn't qualify. Okay? These are built into the system, and no matter what system you join, they're all a part of. The other thing is flushing. You qualified, you have the points, you have the units or whatever, but guess what? This month those units flush down the toilet and you got to start all over. So cutoffs, flushing, and payment at level 12 or level 7 is built into the average program. Also, if you get to a certain level, like the gurus, and you mess around and cross promote, boom, you are kicked out of the company. When I say kicked out of the company, no more check. So these things are, like I say, built into the average program, and people ignore, or they are successful, I should say, in spite of those limitations. You understand? But none of these gurus are willing or ever interested, in spite of their talent, or if you want to call it talent, their ability to drive people, they are never interested in a program that doesn't have those built-in limitations. I only know of 2 companies, and they're both direct sales companies, not network marketing companies, that do not have those intrinsic problems built into their system. There's a difference between a direct sales association company, where you get a commission from a product, and a network marketing company where you have all of these requirements in order to get a paycheck. So if you have the ability to push people, why not push less people and make more money giving your talents? No one will address this, because with GWT being an example of one company in a direct sales association that pays to infinity, and with Gold as Money with Carrot Bars, they pay to infinity. But I've never seen, and every time I've talked to these gurus, I'm making $10,000 a month. Yeah, you drove 10,000 people to get a less than 2% commission on all of those people, and you made it to that level. But why work that hard, get that amount of money, when you can do it for a third of the effort, a third of and a triple of the money? And other systems that actually pay to infinity don't have flushing and do not have qualifications, ranks, in order for you to get your paycheck. I can't tell you how many people I've asked that question to and got zero answers. Now, if you're new to network marketing, you don't know about flushing, you don't know about cutoffs, nor do you understand pay to infinity, then okay. But the people who do understand that, why would you not get involved with the payment compensation plan that does pay to infinity, as opposed to one that cuts off at 7 or 12? It's just a matter that's been on my mind, because these people have the ability to do what most people do not have the ability to do, and that's get the attention of others and get other people to follow them into pre-established systems. So then that leads me to my last point, and that is, in today's economy, a lot of people are asleep. They don't pay attention to the fact that the IMF is talking about replacing the dollar as the world reserve currency. So if you don't understand how far-reaching that is and how much that affects you, just look at Greece and look at other times in the past where Greece has happened, like Cuba and Argentina. Pay attention to what's important, to what's going to affect your money. Everybody talks about, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I'm not interested in lotions, potions, and anything else, because of the fact that we're in an economic crisis right now. We're at the point where the only thing that matters is whether or not you're going to be able to eat tomorrow. You don't believe that? I don't give a... Okay? It doesn't matter. The fact that you don't understand, care, or believe has nothing to do with the world economy changing and with places no longer accepting the US dollar for trade. So that is a very important situation that the average person doesn't pay attention to. I bet everyone who watches this video doesn't pay attention to the fact that the economy is changing. I bet when you do watch this video, you are not going to care that the US dollar will no longer be a play, or you probably don't even believe me. When it's all over the post that I put on my Facebook page, it's definitely been talked about by a lot of important people within the industry. And on top of that, it's a fact that can't be ignored. A lot of the major industry players say it's not a matter of if the US dollar is going to crash, it's when. So if you know that your primary currency is no longer going to be valid, then why is it you don't care? Tell me, why is it you're still focusing on lotions, potions, and pills when the currency you're being paid in won't matter when the change happens? So everybody says, why do you focus on gold as money? I focus on that because no matter what, history has proven that gold always will allow me to eat. It doesn't matter what the economy does. It doesn't matter what goes on with the dollar. I will still be able to eat. And anyone who's smart enough to have an IQ beyond the 4th grade will understand the same thing, because it's talked about in a number of different articles. I post all articles on my page that talk about the same thing. People are quick to criticize me about not presenting facts, when my Facebook page only talks about the US economy, the dollar change, and why you should be interested in having gold as the reserve. Because realistically, this is the case. If you have one credit card and that credit card declines, then the only option you have is what? And the only thing I've said to people is, look, if you have gold, it's like having a second credit card in case the first one declines. Because in any economic situation, you still be able to eat. All you have to do is convert your gold back into currency, and guess what? You still have a monetary system to participate. So I don't understand why people argue with me. I don't understand why people don't sign up for a free gold savings account when the situation is critical right now. Some people are talking about October 2015 being the D-Day for the economic crisis within the United States. Don't believe me? I don't care, okay? The government has a plan for everybody who don't believe that the dollar is going to be replaced. Everybody who can't participate in society after the dollar replaced, the government already has set up crisis scenarios for you. So you're going to end up in a FEMA camp, and then your life will be dealt with, dictated to, and you won't have to worry about bothering the people who can still participate in society, because they want to implement depopulation. They want to reduce the amount of what they call useless eaters, the people who only pay attention to mindless items that have no relevance in society, the lower IQ people who have no clue anything other than stupid stuff. Those are the people that they don't even want here. So those are the people who don't understand what I'm saying right now. And I'm trying to reach out to the few people who still have the mental capacity to understand that if you open a gold savings account, you will still be able to eat. It will act like a second credit card. When the first one declines and they say, we don't take US dollars, you can say, well, I have gold as money. I have a 1 gram bar of gold that's equivalent to money. And then you can still eat. So it's just that simple, people. Make up your mind, use your intelligence that God gave you, and stop arguing with me about meaningless, non-relevant items that has nothing to do with your future. Whatever you do only affects you. I'm already a VIP member and I have gold. So you don't affect me. I'm just trying to reach out to help other people and somehow put information in front of you so that you can make a different decision than the nonsense, meaningless decisions that you continuously make that do not affect your future and do not help you in the upcoming crisis.